Hola, hola, it's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hey, my friends, today's episode is a special little insight into how I'm currently feeling, if I'm being honest, how I have not been looking after my body, how I have not been slowing down, and it has to do with everything in my life. Business, work, causes that matter to me, social media, everything. And so for those of you that listen to this, it is not me preaching at you, I promise, because I too am going through this. I too am needing to take the advice that I recorded. I feel like I recorded this to myself. I feel like I needed to hear myself say these words and replay it for myself. And so this is, I guess, an insight into how I speak to myself when I feel like I'm not looking after me, when I feel like I'm not slowing down, especially since having surgery. What I also want to say to those of you that listen to this podcast is that this is not an invitation to not give a fuck about important causes. This is not an invitation to stop caring. This is not an invitation to let go and act like it's not your responsibility. That's what this is not. This is a call to self-love, for you to take a moment and do a stock take as to how you've been treating your body and your mind and your temple. And so I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, beautiful. I hope that you are well, and I hope that this podcast serves you, because it is coming from the depth of my soul. And I am right now in this, and I thought I would share because I'm currently doing things to chill, relax, self-care, look after me. And, I know that right now in the world, it's such a turbulent time. And I feel like our world has lots of turbulent things going on. And this podcast episode is really, I'm not discussing one particular thing that's going on in the world. I more want to focus this one on you. And you can come back to this episode anytime you feel exhausted, bogged down, stressed out, basically what to do when everything becomes too much. And when I say too much, I mean like mentally. I don't mean like you're super busy and you can't juggle all the things and you're multitasking and you need an assistant or you need a nanny or you need a house cleaner or whatever. That's not what I mean. This is a mental check-in. This podcast is a mental check-in to you giving your energy out in the world, whether it be to the causes and things going on, whether it be to friends, to family, to work, to your in-laws, outlaws, whatever it is, and you feel just drained. You feel like it's all too much. And although I'm recording this in the middle of a fucking pandemic, in the middle of a global Black Lives Matter movement, in the middle of Yemen famine and things happening in Uganda and what's going on in every country, there's so much pain and there's so much sorrow and there's so much shit going around in our world. Climate change, everything. Sex trafficking, children starving, homeless, racism, sexism, all of it. And just talking about it, I can imagine it feels heavy. But here's the thing, and here's why I wanted to record this episode, because I myself have been through the ringer last couple of weeks. I had surgery. I am fully a justice-seeking activist person. I love discussing the uncomfortable. I love learning. I love sharing. I love using my platform for good. I love that my breath and the use of my life is for good. If I'm not doing something for good, I feel like I'm wasting my breath. I'm wasting my heartbeat. I'm wasting the blood in my veins. That's what it feels like to be me. And so it makes me emotional thinking about all the shit going on and how all I want to do is be of service. All I want to do is share. All I want to do is use my platform. But I have children and I have a husband and I am a human with limited amounts of energy. And I'm a human that needs to sleep and needs to rest. And I need to look after my mental health. And I need to, look after my body. I had surgery 2 weeks ago and one of my nipples is not healing as fast as the other one. And so there's like pus and I've been cleaning it and it's fine. It just doesn't help when you're mentally not energized and you're physically on your feet and you're picking kids up and doing things, which I don't need to be doing that, right? And so I wanted to do this episode because I just felt like, what do you do when it feels too much? What do you do? What do you do when you feel bogged down, when you feel stressed out, when you feel like you can't get cut through, you can't get a break, you're not making a difference no matter what you do, you can't. What happens when you feel defeated? What happens when you feel like no matter what you do, it's not enough? That's a real feeling. And I want to acknowledge you if that's you, if you're listening and you feel like this. I want to acknowledge you. And I want to let you know that I see you. And that how you feel right now is totally okay. Totally normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to fix it. You're not broken. You're not fucked up. You're not lazy. You're not opting out. It's human. And for those of you out there like me who are high achievers and are justice seekers and are here to fuck some shit up in a good way and make this world a better place and stand for any injustice that our heart is called to, or all the injustices that our hearts are called to, I really want to talk to you and let you know that we need you. I need myself. The world needs us for the long game. None of the things that are going on in the world right now are a short game. None of them are moments. They are marathons. The Black Lives Matter is a movement. Eradicating poverty is a movement. Standing up for injustices when it comes to child sex trafficking and women and racism and sexism and trans lives and all of the things that are so important. There's more. I'm not even saying all of them. And what I want to say to you is, if you're not okay, nothing will be okay. If you don't look after your mental health and take a break and know when you need a break and know when you need to breathe and know when you need to stop and know when you need to go, then you won't last in the marathon that is this life. Life is a marathon. They say life is short, but I feel like I've lived a really long and incredible life. And I don't feel anywhere near finished with what I want to do and the impact I want to have and the goals that I want to achieve and the places that I want to travel to and the shit I want to teach my children. I don't feel anywhere near enough. I got a long way to go. And so I want you to take this moment and just check in with yourself and check in with, how are you feeling? How is your energy? What is your body trying to tell you? Does your body hurt? Is there somewhere painful, in your body? If so, where? Where does it hurt? Where is it sore? Where are you tight? Where is it throbbing or aching or hurting you? Shoulders, back, ankles, knees, jaw, head, fingers, wrists, everything. Like your whole body. Do a check-in. Take a minute, 3 seconds to breathe deep and just feel your body. How does your body feel? Are you sore? Are you tired? Could you fall asleep in a heartbeat? I feel like our bodies talk to us. And I've said this before on the podcast. If you've ever been pregnant, if you haven't, don't worry. But if you have been pregnant and you try not to pee when you need to, or you try not to eat when you're freaking hungry, your ass will pass out. You'll pass out. You will piss yourself. Like, these are the things you can't deny when you're pregnant. Your body is yelling. It's not talking. It's yelling at you. It's demanding things. And I feel like we always have a body that is demanding and speaking to us, but we're not listening. And if you're interested, go check out the movie Emotion, which is energy in motion. It's amazing. And when your body is speaking to you, it talks to you in pains, in aches, in dis-ease. That's how your body speaks to you. And when you don't pay attention, it escalates. Like anything, when you don't pay attention to something, it escalates. So if you are someone who wants to add value to this world, to this planet, to the people on the planet, if you want to do good in your company, if you want to make an impact on your family, your clients, society, your best friend, your children, anything that you want to do, you need to be well. You need to have energy. You need to be rested. You need to be looked after. And guess whose job it is? It's yours to look after yourself. And too bad that we're too busy looking after everyone else. And I'm talking to myself in this podcast as well. Don't get it twisted. Literally just had surgery and I'm trying to hold space for everything, getting involved in everything. And it doesn't mean I can't get involved. It doesn't mean I don't give a fuck. But how am I going to be involved when I'm in pain and I'm exhausted and I'm being pulled left, right, and center and my children want me and I can't give them what they want because I'm mommy's tired and I'm sore and there's pus coming out of a cut that I have. And then I'm trying to share on my Instagram and trying to stand in this injustice and speak for this thing. And I'm not good. This is not an invitation for you to give up on life or give up on the causes that need you so badly. This is an invitation for you to check in with yourself and see where you have not been good to you and see where you can recharge, see where you can refill, see where you can retreat. Where can you serve back to you so that you are full and rested and well and charged and energized to keep going for the good fight, to keep going hard. My husband just told me that there's some 7 planets fucking shifting in retrograde something, 7 at once. And that this hasn't happened in like 65 years or 1,000 years or some shit. I definitely believe that the stuff going on in the cosmos does affect us. I believe that. I don't want to use that as a crutch as to why I don't do shit, but I do believe it. And so in one of the biggest years that we've seen, I'm 37 years old. This is the biggest year I've seen in my life globally. I want you to check in with yourself. I want you to be honest. Have you been looking after yourself? Have you been caring for yourself? And listen, if where you live, the massage and shit isn't open, it doesn't matter. If you don't got the money to get a fucking facial for 4 hours, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, are you getting quiet with yourself? Are you having a hot shower, bath, a seat, a cry, a scream, a breaking of something, a smashing of something, a yelling, a using of your voice, of your throat chakra to release what you want to say and how you feel? Are you journaling? Are you getting to know yourself deeply? Are you asking yourself hard questions? Are you holding space? As my friend Amy McNee says, are you mothering yourself? Even if you didn't get the mother you wanted, or you didn't have a mother, or your mother passed, are you mothering yourself? Because we sure as hell mother our men and we mother our children. Are you mothering yourself? Are you asking yourself what you need and what's important to you right now? Are you taking the time to listen to your body? Are you taking the time to breathe, to sit and do nothing, to sit? Are you taking the time to sit? I have trouble sitting. I'm standing all the time. My husband's like, will you sit the hell down? I'm like, oh yeah, I should sit down. And I'm like, instantly rest from my legs. Is your mind resting? I'm definitely guilty of that. Is your mind resting? How could you rest your mind if you wanted to? What are some things that you could do to clear some space in your mind? What are some things that you could let go of in your mind so that you have peace in this moment? What are some things you can write down and worry about tomorrow so that right now you have peace and clarity in this moment? Can you do some yoga? Can you Google yoga movements? Can you do some deep breath work, some Wim Hof breath work? Can you take 10 breaths at the red light? Can you stop? Can you put your phone down? Can you be present with yourself? Can you be present with the loved ones around you, your partner, your children? Nature, the birds, the grass, the sky. Can you stop? Can you ground? Can you put your feet on Mother Earth and give it up to her? Just give it all up to her. Because you can't carry it all. Because you're not meant to carry it all. I realized something last night. I said to my husband, there is a part of me that's continuously striving. And what for? I know I'm here to do good on the planet. Have I already? Yeah. I know I'm here to make money and be successful. Have I already? Yeah. I know I'm here to do good with my life and leave a legacy. Have I already? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So what else? So what am I striving for? What else needs to happen by this age, by this time? Have you asked yourself that? What are you scared of? What are you striving for? And why? And why now? Why no rest? When will you rest? If you're a high achiever, I want you to go through these questions and write them down. Sit with them. They're uncomfortable. There's a long game ahead. Life is long. I don't believe life is short. Life is long and there's lots to do. And I believe the world needs you to do what you came here to do. But if you are exhausted and de-energized and are struggling and your food habits are horrible and you're not moving your body and you're not breathing and you're not meditating and exercising and retreating from the life that is the busy 2020 life, the phones, the shit that needs your attention, you're not 100%. You're not full. You're not giving from your fullness. And so this is an invitation for you to just check in with you. For you to ask yourself some hard questions. For you to give yourself permission to slow down. Permission to stop. Can you stop for a day? Can you cancel whatever you're doing tomorrow? Can you book yourself something for you? Can you go out into nature and walk? That's my invitation. It's the invitation I'm giving myself. I'm in it right now. I'm in this lesson deeply right now. Very tough questions I've been asking myself today. But it's worth it. It's worth it. And I can gauge that you need it. And I believe that if you're listening to this, that if you sat with yourself and you really heard your body, it would tell you what it needed. And that's my hope for you. I love you so much. Have a beautiful week, and thank you for being here.
My darling, we are in wild times right now. And in order for you to manage your mind and boost your immunity and be level-headed instead of panic, I want to invite you to consider online training, to consider joining a community, a sistership where you are going to be held, where you're going to be supported, where you have a safe space to unravel, and with all this time at home, you can actually better your life and work on yourself. Good news as well, I have now done a 12-month payment plan for the online sisterhood. So many women right now are experiencing trouble with their finances, losing their jobs, being single mothers, not knowing when their next money or paycheck is going to come from. And we are navigating that with our current sisterhood members. We are working with every woman that we can in order to support them in these tough times. And I hear you out there saying, I'd love to join the sisterhood, but I can't afford it. I can't afford 6 payments. So what I've done is made it a year-long program. It's a year-long program with a year-long payment plan. I really, really want you to consider if this is the time for you to join the sisterhood and work on yourself. It is available to you now. Let's do the damn thing. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes, subscribe so that you don't miss an episode, share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it, and if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.